Alright, cling feed's working. Let's go. So I just had to... Okay, I think I know how to fix it now. I think I know how to fix it. I just had to delete it and then make it again. Anyway, here we are in the grand final. Sorry that started pretty suddenly, because I don't know when it's starting based on what they're saying, because I don't speak French. But this is Joreuz Mikeboy against Smokez and Toxic. I'm going to put a prediction up in chat for you guys. It's 0-0, so good time to get an unbiased prediction. But do be warned, this prediction will be 5 minutes long, so you can kind of cheat on it if you are so inclined. Only beans on the line, so not the end of the world if you get it wrong. My prediction, I'm going UK on this one. It's Netherlands against UK. You got 5 minutes to predict the winner of the match. Yeah, I'm saying Baconator. That's been my prediction all day. What a save by Joreuz, low boost. And he still managed to get the save. That's really impressive stuff. Mikeboy's been looking really good today. If you haven't tuned in until now, Mikeboy's been looking really good. Smokez has looked unbelievable though. Smokez has been taking over. Just pops it over Joreuz, reset. Oof, that is just nasty. That's an even better camera angle on it. Oh my word. The angle change he was able to get there was ridiculous. Yeah, Smokez is kind of gaining stocks right now. This tournament has really been a great way for him to show the wider Rocket League community what he's capable of. Hardcore fans know this guy's legit, but I don't think that the wider audience really knows yet. Especially, maybe not the wider Rocket Baguette audience. Actually, maybe they do know. Maybe they do. The Rocket Baguette audience is pretty clued in. But mostly clued in about the French scene, of course, not the UK scene. Here comes Smokez again. Ground to air dribble, ceiling reset. Joreuz able to track him the whole way. That's a phenomenal 50. Mikeboy's got an open net off that one. And he takes his time and ties the game. Well, we're back to a tie, so I imagine the beans are going to swing back towards the Netherlands, if they didn't already. This is a really good chance for both these teams to show what they're about. Oh, look at this. That's in. The kickoff goes against Baconator. We didn't see a lot of that. They fell for it initially, but Joreuz just doesn't care. He just dodges the demo, slaps it into the net. That shows the trust that Toxic had in Smokez to land in the demo, or at least a bump. Did not work out. Smokez first to the boost in the midfield. Another ceiling shot. Another one that's shot down by Joreuz, though. That's the second time in a row that Joreuz has completely stuffed Smokez ceiling reset attempts. Now, I did mention that Mikeboy's been playing really well today. The main thing I've been impressed about with Mikeboy is that he's been extremely confident with his play. And it's not that isn't that Mikeboy isn't usually confident. It's that for his whole career, I've kind of put Mikeboy in a category in my head that I expect him to do the safe play the majority of the time. I expect him to just make the smart play the majority of the time. And sometimes that can become a bit predictable. So Mikeboy, for his career, I would say, has skewed more towards being predictable than creative. Not the problem for Joreuz, who has definitely gone the other way for his career. Showing Smokez how it's done. Well, if Smokez is able to... I mean, if Joreuz is able to shut down Smokez ceiling reset plays, first try, Joreuz gets it past Smokez in a similar position and scores. Yeah, Mikeboy today's been more creative, a little bit more freedom with how he's played. He's played super aggressively. Been extremely dominant alongside Joreuz. 150k against England on this. We choke these. Stumpy Goblin, not a believer. Not a believer. In fact, you are currently the top predictor in the Netherlands. No Donsley's put 250,000 beans on England. Well, actually, it's not England, it's UK. Smokez is Northern Irish. Easy flag to mix up, though. Northern Ireland does just look like an English flag, but with a little bit extra flair on it. A little bit of extra spice in the middle. Now, I'm not sure if somebody's just typed a celebratory Dutch message in chat, or if they have in fact just sneezed and smashed their keyboard by mistake. But when I read Dutch, that's about how I would describe it. What on earth is... Hey, you... Like, how is that a language? I swear you're all just having, you're all making it up. Like, if somebody, if you all just came out, you know, all together and said, guys, it's been an elaborate joke. Norwegian, Dutch, Swedish, Finnish, Danish, probably Icelandic. Not sure what else, but basically if you all just came out and said, okay, we're gonna come clean. We've just been speaking English the whole time, but we've been pretending that we've got another language. We've just been memeing. It's just been memes. We're pretending to make, we're just speaking nonsense. You're all idiots. We're actually just sign language experts and all of these languages are fake. I would believe it. I would be the first to believe it. Because sometimes I hear you guys become like, that can't be, nah, that just sounds like somebody making up a language. It sounds like my mate Dave pretending he's bilingual. And then you just type it and it's the same thing. But anyway, drip drop do win. How you drip drop, I suppose is how you would celebrate that in Dutch. Or something to that effect. Inside the pirate ship, thanks for the prime. Appreciate that. One thing I do appreciate about the Dutch though, and the Norwegians and the Swedes, Finnish, basically all of Scandinavia and all of the Nordic countries and the Netherlands as well falls into this category. You're all so good at English that we don't even need to worry about whether the language you're speaking is real or not. We just speak English to you because you're all really good at that. We're like, okay, we can kind of just ignore the fact that they might be making it up when they speak to each other. It might be an elaborate ruse. Because they're all like mostly trilingual, quadlingual. Oh! No way is Toxic saved that. What? Can we pause the game and take another look at that, please? How did he save that? And now it's in! Smokes for the mind game. A bit of a mind game. Bit of Joreuz getting faked by himself, overthinking it. But still. How did Toxic keep that out at the other end? It looked like a guaranteed goal. It looked like there was nowhere for the ball to go except into the net. And then it went out of the net. Well, it's into the net now. Yeah, my prediction is not looking too good so far. Drip drop do look very, very good. Now coming into the event, I had a quick glance at the team list. I thought Drip Drop looked like the, you know, on paper favourites to win this, just based on the star quality they've got in their lineup. But then I remembered Baconator's ATR performance and I thought, wait a minute, maybe they're the favourite. So I changed my prediction. But yeah, based on what I've seen across the whole day, the power of work for the whole day, Drip Drop have been the most impressive team. But I'm still going to say Baconator because Smokes has really been popping off. And he's just given Toxic a pretty open net. Can't get there in time though. Toxic and Smokes both. They have both like finished off their semi-final at a really high level. That was the first time I saw them play. Been following Drip Drop through the quarterfinal and the semi, so more of a body of work, at least on my channel, for us to witness. Yeah. If you guys were talking a different language, sorry, we will have to time that out because we don't know what you're saying. We cannot effectively moderate a different language, so we just have to time it out. Yeah, we can just purge though as well in the future. I think is it Brecco? Yeah, Brecco. We can purge. I don't think people are malicious or arguing or anything. But yeah, if you are typing a different language beyond like hedge, I don't know anything in Swedish. EG and whatever the amalgamation languages is. All I know is hedge. Hedge means hay. That's all I got. But yeah, we can't effectively moderate any of the languages, so we have to time it out. It's all good though. Shot by Toxic, slot, top left. Smokes again, the facilitator. He's just got the whole defense in a scramble a lot of the time that he's attacking. In what language exactly? Don't even know what language everybody's speaking. I'm assuming it's Dutch, but we've also already established that that might be entirely made up. If you think about it, all languages are made up. I know to be offended if I don't read it. We do, it's funny, we did have like a lot of people complaining during, I think it was Salt Mine 2, is when we started having to time out all other languages, or it probably would have been Fusion. Fusion was the first like really big stream I had. And I had to start telling everybody, stop typing in other languages, because we can't moderate those languages. And then somebody replied in chat saying, but why, if you can't speak the language, why don't the mods simply translate with Google Translate? Why don't they just Google Translate all the comments and then they'll know which ones to ban? Right. Because that's a really, really fair thing to ask in the mods here. Could you just Google Translate all of the French comments? It was like France versus Saudi Arabia or something. All the Arabic and French comments. Yeah, let me just Google Translate all of those real quick and see which ones I need to ban. Joreuz, by the way, just dodged another demo kickoff. He's just dodging all these. But yeah, bit easier if you guys who do want to type and you don't speak English. Bit easier for you to translate your one comment than for the mods to translate all the comments. Good save. Smokes. Keeping that 1-goal lead intact. Definitely a lot of life in Joreuz and Mikeboy. The way they're playing this one, Joreuz ceiling reset. He's back under the ball with the mind game. It's wide open for Smokes. Or wide open for Mikeboy, I should say. After Smokes flies out of the play. Joreuz just had them worried about the top corner at the other side of the goal. Lets the ball bounce off the near post instead. Northern Ireland flag is a little bit different from the English flag. If you look at it closely, it's a little bit different in the middle. The red cross is not the same. Nice recovery by Toxic. Dodge back onto the wall. Notice like that little wiggle Smokes just did. It might not look like much, but if you're struggling with collecting the ball in defense when it's coming at you quickly, try to pull away to the side like he did there. It's a really good way to just give yourself a little bit more easy access to your depth perception. When the ball's coming straight at you, it can be difficult to know how fast it's going, especially if you're a new player. But if you pull away to the side a little bit, you can see how fast it's coming at you a lot more easily. And pros do it all the time, so it's not just a low-level thing. It's something you'll see pros doing all the time. For overhead clear interceptions, for trying to take the ball under control as it's coming at you quickly in defense, you'll very rarely see them just sitting directly between the ball and their goal. They'll usually pull away to the left or right. Something you guys can apply to your own game. Oh, panic mode for Toxic and Smokes. No boost seal though. Joreuz not quite there in time. Smokes defended it well. Lets the ball go back towards Toxic. Thought about running ahead of the demo. Instead just lets Toxic go solo. Never a bad idea with Toxic on the ball. When he's got that ball carry, he doesn't need the demo in order to score. You're getting the next rank tips for free. Let's go. Yeah, we're not going to try and gatekeep all the tips. Great help defense there by Toxic. Smokes is getting chased down by the air dribble bump. Having to do a lot of defending right now. It's a Dutch pile on the pressure. That was nearly a double in from Mikeboy. That boost seal did land. Toxic staying with it though. Wait a minute. It's wide open! Where's Joreuz? Where did he go? Oh, he dove in! Why did he dive in? Well, with 8 seconds left, it's a 1-goal lead to Baconator, who were stuck in defense for ages, and then suddenly, Joreuz just full sent a challenge in the back corner over his teammate. And now it's GG, 5-3. Baconator tie the series. Honestly, Mikeboy's mistake. I mean, it's a team error for sure, but I think Joreuz is the one who committed from deep to go past his teammate there, which is usually, it's usually on you as the second man in twos to not do that. You can, your first man can always cut in front of you in twos. Now, did Joreuz have right to go for that? Sure, if he communicates it early enough and Mikeboy can go back, but I mean, he got beaten to the ball, so it can't have been, it definitely wasn't an easy hit to reach. Yeah, I mean, it's the main thing to notice there is it was a tie game. In a tie game, especially when you have a boost advantage, you do not have to force the issue. He could have just waited. He could have just sat back, and they could have used their boost advantage if he did. Because Toxic and Smokes had no boost. So the only way they can concede is if he double commits. or rather if he goes. Because they already had the advantage with the boost. They didn't need to force anything. Well, that's just gone straight in. That's a really weak kickoff from Smoke's POV, but nice bump by Mikeboy. He just shoved Toxic into the net. He might have made contact with him there. Toxic definitely knew he was there. Had to worry about him as the ball was coming on target. Yeah, pretty weak kickoff from Smokez, leaving the inside open. Classic 1v1-esque kickoff goal there. And now they tie the game with Toxic going the other way. Setting up Smokez, who makes no mistake from close range. Free jumping goalie couldn't get the touch on the ball. Oli couldn't play because of scrims. Yeah, not all of the top teams in Europe are playing today. There's absence of all the big French teams. What a save. Unbelievable defense there. Drip drop. Holding on to the tie. Oh, what a 50. Joreuz covered it well. That was a lovely 50 mid by Smokez. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, if the players who are playing in this tournament all do really well tomorrow, then it'll look like a genius move for them all to have played this event on a Thursday. Because if you got to ask yourself as a pro, what gives you the best prep for a 3v3 tournament, namely RLCS on a Friday? Is it scrims and ranked on a Thursday, or is it 10,000 euro 2v2 tournament on a Thursday? I would expect it to be the latter. I'm gonna just guess, and yeah, you know, I don't really have too much evidence to support this guess, but I think it's probably better to play the big 2v2 tournament. The 10k 2v2 tournament is probably going to give you better mental prep and better actual real transferable practice to a competition than scrims will. Yeah, some teams might just be wanting to keep it to threes. Obviously, when you do play 2v2, you've only got 2 players. Yeah, if this is threes, I'd be very much in favor of the tournament being the best practice. So, a pretty defensive stance from both teams. Smokez fakes a cross-field pass. Instead goes wide. Excellent play by Joreuz in the back corner. Not a lot of boost here though. And he is going to need to keep his momentum up. If he got stuck in the mud there, it would have been Mikeboy on an island in defense. Now here comes the aforementioned low 50. Actually worked out to be a full-on fake. Successful one. Oh, misread by Mikeboy. Toxic punishes. And that was a tough read. I'm not sure he had to jump that early for it. He was actually way off. Or at least way off by pro standards. If I got that close, I'd be pretty happy with myself. But Toxic was there, just in case. Now here comes Toxic again. Saved by Joreuz. Close range kickoff goal. Attempted. Smokez to the backboard now. Joreuz again with the save. Smokez is still there though. Not the best touch to keep the ball alive, to keep the attack alive. He has to back off now, but boost management lets him keep the ball under control. Smokez wanted to offload that to Toxic on the right side of the pitch. Mikeboy's there for it. Very close grand finals so far. Both teams playing up to the level we expected off them after the impressive runs they've had today. Oh, what a pass. Toxic to Smokez. And it's in for 3-1. That's all in the pass. Great vision by Toxic, reversing back into position, lobbing it up. It's a perfect lob pass. Give Smokez all the options. And Smokez makes no mistake. Am I commentating this season for RLCS? Yeah, I'll be commentating RLCS on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Tomorrow I'll be view partying. So if you want to watch my view party tomorrow, you're more than welcome to come through. I try to do as good of a job as I can tracking all of the matches, keep you guys updated with what's happening. I'm a bit of a channel changer, I will admit. If I'm watching a boring game or match, I have been known to change the channel. Try to keep tabs on all the matches. Not all of them, but like more than one match at once. Yeah, I think, well, a lot of people this season especially have complained that it's difficult to keep track of what's happening with RLCS, so maybe that's where I can help out, is keep track of what teams are playing, what teams are doing well, and different scenarios with points and formats and stuff like that. But yeah, tomorrow. Probably live about 30 or 45 minutes before RLCS kicks off. It's looking very much like Baconator are going to take a 2-1 lead. Joreuz and Mikeboy have definitely had some struggles today, but this is their biggest test, both on paper and also in terms of form. Effective fake by Mikeboy, but there's no way through. Toxic just slamming the ball away from him. Forces early. Smokez with another save. And that's game. 2-1 lead to the UK. Toxic and Smokez continuing their fine off-season form into the RLCS season. Well, at least when it comes to 2v2. 3v3, they've yet to really show us their peak form, I would say. Yeah, final mid-series, mid-tournament reminder of the day, guys. After this tournament is done, this is the grand final. After we're done here, remember to check out the Next Rank YouTube channel. Apparently Jack recorded a pro player settings video for you guys on the channel. It's a little bit different from, I think, most of the pro player settings videos that are out there, because we compared a bunch of pro player settings so you guys can see trends, common settings, and other settings that every pro kind of disagrees on and just has personal preference for. Yeah, Jack does a good job explaining what's best for different types of players and what you can likely expect by trying out various settings yourself. Thank you, Patrick, for the exclamation mark TNR. There's the YouTube link. Actually, that's not the YouTube link. The YouTube link is TNR free. There you go. All right, drip drop with the kickoff goal early on. These guys have been the best at contesting the Baconator kickoff domination that we've seen so far. That being said, I have only seen the semi-final and the final now. Joreuz field pinch just bounces off the ball. Great reflexes by Smokez there. Turning a dangerous position into a, or at least briefly controlled one. I just realized actually that the YouTube command doesn't take you to the channel, does it? It takes you to the older video. I should probably change that, shouldn't I? I should probably change that, so you guys get taken to the new video. How about this? I'll edit it right now before we get deep into this final. There we go. Links to the newest video, so you guys don't have to navigate yourselves. You don't have to go through more clicks. Alright, can drip drop keep this series close? They're already doing pretty well off that kickoff strat. But you know Toxic and Smokez are going to come back at them at some point. Smokez hasn't been quite the same dominant force he was in the semi-final. I don't think Joreuz and Mikeboy have allowed him to be. And there's a good play. Dribble past one. Mikeboy there to stop him from getting any more out of that position. Oh! Huge pinch by Mikeboy straight at Baconator. Just feels like a matter of time before a goal eventually comes through for Baconator. I don't think 1-0 is going to be enough. Mikeboy going for two with a double. It's into the middle. Joreuz hits it straight down the center of the goal. I'm not sure if he was looking to catch a pre-jumping goalie out there or if he just mishit it. Either way, wasn't a goal. Smokez. Grind to air dribble. Toxic. Top shelf shot. Crossbar pinch save by Mikeboy. Only as far as Smokez. And there is the equalizer. It's a touch unlucky for Mikeboy that the crossbar pinch save didn't go further. He got Quite a few touches in that one as it bounced between the crossbar and his car. Sometimes when players do that, the ball goes absolutely flying into the back corner or even into the midfield at times. That one more of a soft touch, now half flip kickoff, or the no-go kickoff I should say actually. There was no half flip in that position. Baconator, just letting Drip Drop have it. Or maybe somebody's controller DC'd. Smokez into the middle. Oh, what a pass! First class delivery by Smokez. Toxic was all over it. That's just perfect synergy. Look how close they were to each other. Almost a team bump, but they avoid it and make it a 2-1 score. Now, Drip Drop have got it all to do. Smokez always so keen-eyed, dodging those demos in back corners. Another one, this time it's Smokez jumping. He's swerving, jumping, braking. All simple movements when Smokez is dodging demos. Nothing wild, he's not dodging, he's just doing the simple stuff really well. First touch in the air dribble goes a bit behind him. Smokez still manages to fly into position to get a flick on target, but Joreuz catches it. Doesn't have a lot of boost to get the counter-attack started. Mikeboy comes into the play, he's also running out of boost as he takes to the air. Smokez completely shuts him down. Toxic faking a pinch in defense. They're just frustrating Drip Drop here, who only have that kickoff goal 3 seconds into the game to write home about. That's a terrible touch. It's wide open. Toxic on target. Saved by Joreuz. That was not the touch by Mikeboy. Put them in a world of trouble there. Got a bit fortunate not to concede. Toxic looking for Smokez in the middle. One more touch and he'll leave it for him. There's Smokez. Boost steal for Smokez as well as he dances into the middle. Dunks on the goal line and it's 3-1. And they do right now just seem to be on a slightly different level when it comes to achieving meaningful outplays. Just effortless is how I would describe Smokez' play today. He's made it look so easy, he's made it look so clean. This team, well, that Baconator make 2/3 of, they play with Cash in RLCS tomorrow. Can they get a better result than they did in Event 1? In Event 1, they didn't win a single game in the main event. Mikeboy nearly own goal there. Mid pass is wide open. Smokez might just fake this and go for a bump. Okay, he's going to go solo. No way. Reset. Oh, dunks as well. I mean, he had all the options in the world here. The first touch was perfect. He could fake this, bump the goalie, leave it for Toxic. But no, he just resets and dunks to the goalie instead. Flow state activated. Smokez is taking over once again. Ollie says he's got 120k beans on this. Smokez must stop. Well, might have been your mistake. Yourself and Stumpy have put a lot of beans on the Dutch. And Smokez doesn't fancy it. I mean, he's a monster. This guy has been unbelievable. You'd really think that add cash in with these two and you've got a team that can really punch up and do well in RLCS this season. You know, they didn't get the result they wanted in Event 1. Event 2 is looking a little bit better for them, and now with this form that they're showing today, just one day before the main event starts, highly promising for the Redemption roster. It is worth mentioning their only loss in the qualifier this time around was to Dignitas in Game 5. They beat Caliente, they beat Team TSK, and they also beat Fast Forward. No huge wins, but they got wins against the teams they're supposed to be beating. Tomorrow they play Start Point though. A Chronic Methane Eugen up against Redemption tomorrow in RLCS. I don't know what we predicted on the Chalkcast Patreon episode. CJ and I did do a prediction video for the Chalkcast Patreon. It just dropped today. If you guys want to go watch it before the show tomorrow, !chalked in the Twitch chat, or just head to the YouTube description for the link. I don't remember what we predicted there, I'm not going to lie, but after I'm seeing today's tournament, I'm leaning Redemption there. I do think that this performance from Smokez and Toxic will have a little bit of carryover to RLCS. Very impressive stuff. Could just be the last game of the tournament coming up. Joreuz and Mikeboy need 3 in a row. 2,000 euros on this match, by the way. 1,000 euros to each player who wins the grand final. All the players in the grand final have already locked in 1,500 euros each just for making the grand final. But you get an extra 1,000 if you win this series. As if there wasn't already enough motivation. Oh, just like last game, we're going to start off with a Mikeboy Joreuz kickoff goal. It looks like Smokez is trying to win that one to the side for Toxic to go towards. But it was completely nullified by Drip Drop. And now they do actually win it to the same side. No way. This is the strat they tried to do on the first kickoff. It didn't work. So what do? They just do it again. And this time it does work. It looks like Drip Drop didn't expect it. They didn't expect the same strat that just lost the goal to be used against them. Sorry, I don't remember I said thanks to Inside the Pirate Ship for the Prime sub, but I do appreciate that. I think I said thanks, but I'm going to say thanks again anyway, just in case. Appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying the content today. Shout out again to Rocket Baguette for making this possible. They're the org who did all the logistics, sourced the prize money, and just ran the event in general. I'm just here to stream it in English for you guys. Really, it's a Rocket Baguette initiative that you should appreciate. Mate, Smokez is just going off right now. That's off his own backboard. Lean back reset, immediately flicks it, and then just squashes it in the bottom corner. That's outrageous. Like, full pitch air dribble already is something that's pretty high level. Lean back reset into an immediate hit on the ball with a backflip is also extremely high level in isolation. He's putting these shots together. And the acceleration completely surprised Drip Drop. Smokez almost with a double tap to make it 3-1 Toxic. As Smokez in the middle waiting for him. There it is. Smokez went for placement. Goalie predicted it. This is easily the best I've ever seen Smokez play. The confidence, the freedom he's playing with has easily made him, I think for me, the most impressive player in this tournament. I think most of you would probably agree. It's not looked difficult for him to keep doing this. That's what's most impressive to me, is it doesn't look like he's really pushing himself to the limit. It looks like he's just playing Rocket League, and he happens to be really good. He's not wildly flailing around the pitch. He's not, you know, diving into positions and hoping it works. It's all methodical, and it's effective. That's not, though. Joreuz ties the game 2-2. That was a bit of a mistake from Toxic on that one. Joreuz hit the ball right at him, and it looks like Toxic just panicked. He didn't know what to do with it. Before he knew, he'd given the ball away and conceded a goal. Yeah, 2s definitely does give more freedom for players to express their creativity, but 3v3 has still got a lot of mechanical freedom. Compared to other games, at least, where you're kind of just locked into doing what's best. The game kind of plays itself a lot of the time. You just have to try and make the best moves. Whereas in Rocket League 3s, there are options. Certainly, there's more in 2s for players to decide well, what they want to do. That's a great interception. Mikeboy shutting down the Smokez hard clear. Smokez just shoots it from the ground again. Notice how he's mixing up the air dribbles with these long shots, with these hard hits, just to try and keep Drip Drop guessing. Deny them the pre-jumps that they're looking for on every single play. That was a good play by Mikeboy. It looks like he got faked out initially, but he managed to get control of the ball, put it in an awkward spot in the back corner that Baconator couldn't really utilize. What a save. Toxic in real pressure there. Did well. One more goal could do it for Baconator. What a dominant tournament that would be. They've not been taken to Game 7 by anyone so far. 4-1 apparently Jack and Nico. 4-2'd their semi-final as well against AJG and Tekos. Toxic leaves the boost for Smokez. Gladly accepts it. Back pass from Joreuz. Mikeboy is there. Joreuz might have to just play himself though. No, it's Mikeboy. 3-point turn from Smokez. He's got Joreuz to contend with here. Joreuz air dribble bump. Smokez only gets it as far as Mikeboy, and it's in. Late lead for the Dutch. Not too late, but definitely a late one. Smokez worried about the air dribble bump. Couldn't get enough of a hit on the ball and it took too long for Toxic to get back. Fake kickoff for Smokez. Just lets it roll through to Toxic. His flick took too long to go off. Smokez up quickly, shoots on target, but saved easily. Joreuz taking all the time in the world. Now he's up into the air. Beats his man. Mikeboy, solidly contested by Toxic. Joreuz might have lost control here to Smokez. Toxic's up for it. Redirect. Oh, it's perfect! 3-3. Toxic with a redirect. Completely switching the direction of this one. Absolutely no chance for Mikeboy. Baconator once again a goal away from winning the tournament. For them, a pretty standard kickoff, at least compared to what else they've been up to this tournament. But it's gone to Smokez anyway. He lets it bounce once. Doesn't want to play it on the high bounce. Gets demoed as he popped the ball over Mikeboy. Joreuz taking his time. Toxic actually flipping back onto the boost seal, which he failed to get before. Now Smokez under control, but he's demoed again. Toxic unable to get there. And it's Joreuz with a goal. Well, Smokez has been demoed twice now, once on an irritable takeoff, once on a catch on the ground. And Joreuz walks it in. Phenomenal stuff when it comes to physical plays by Mikeboy and Joreuz. That's going to be another one. 30 seconds to go. Baconator caught out of position. And it's Smokez again getting a little bit caught out here. I mean, he has been fantastic, and I think it's fair to say he's been the most impressive player so far this tournament. But he's making some mistakes here. He's getting caught multiple times with demos. Now easily dispossessed on what should have been a free play. And it looks like it's gotten away from them. Big save by Mikeboy. Clears it long. Smokez unable to find Toxic. Mikeboy intercepts. Yeah, I'm sorry if I've jinxed him. I didn't mean to. I promise it's not personal. And they might not be done yet. Toxic 1v1. Actually makes it a 1v2 with Joreuz arrival. Good save by Joreuz. Did not want to leave his teammate alone to be irritable bumped by Toxic. No 4-1. Drip drop. Get one back. Still two more to go. All right. One or two more games. What do you guys think it's going to be? One in chat if you think we've only got one game left. Two in chat if you think it's going to be game 7. Just around the corner. I'm going to say I think this is it. I'm not going to lie. I want to see game 7. But I think this is it. I think Baconator have fallen at the first hurdle there. Well, fallen at the last hurdle, but they got 3 tries. They're so far ahead. They can get back up and they can get over to this time. And of course they're losing. Okay. Game 7. Let's just get to it. Yeah, absolutely cursed him. What on earth is that? Oh, Drip Dropper making this tough. They might be making it even harder there. Oh, Joreuz. Had Toxic thinking that one's on target. Tight angle shot, rattle the inside of the post. Pretty important game to win. When you're up 3-1 in a series, as we saw with SSG versus NRG in the past event, RLCS event in NA, when the underdog team, or at least, well, maybe the less experienced team, are up 3-1, it's pretty important to win the series in the next 2 games. If you go to game 7 and you're on a 2-game losing streak, then you could be in a bit of trouble. And let's see if Baconator can follow that advice. That's a big miss by Toxic. Outplayed by Sealing. Smokez to the rescue though. Sealing by the outplayed Toxic. He's now backflipped. He's definitely panicking on the pitch right now. He's got to calm down. Got a lot of time left. That flick was maybe ill-advised. Just gave the ball away. Now Smokez 50s it back to him. Toxic shot from distance. Wide by a fair margin. Toxic got to lock in. Smokez to the mind game. 1v1 with Joreuz. Toxic's going to make it a 2v1. Smokez wastes no time to tie the game. Oh, it was Mikeboy overthinking it. He went miles out of the play there. Where on earth is Mikeboy? He went for a high challenge. Must have jumped off the wall in an attempt to get a guaranteed block. Smokez just simply didn't hit it. And now it is a tie. Yeah, the pace changes from Smokez have been fantastic today. He's not just, like I said earlier, he's not just been zooming about the pitch. Oh, what a play. Oh, redemption for Toxiic. Tomorrow might be Toxiic for redemption, making plays like this. Jumps over the bump and then just makes one of his own. No time wasted. Mikeboy's turning around trying to get him from behind. Toxiic did what you need to do if you're being chased down. Accelerate. And now they're ahead. No boost for Joreuz. Eventually, somebody called his bluff. Smokez. Drive challenge back corner. They actually didn't get much off Mikeboy there, but Mikeboy had to just drive the ball straight down the middle of the pitch. Joreuz not able to get the flip reset he wanted. That's just rolling off target, but barely. Toxiic knows it's going up. Backed off for the boost steal. He's going to try and get the other boost steal as well. Joreuz gets it though. And now Smokez threatening a tight angle shot in the back corner. That was huge that Smokez just simply intercepted that. Toxiic was not going to be back quickly. Smokez takes over from Toxiic. Oh, that's almost in. Once again, it's hit the post. The other one this time. Almost a horrendous 50-50 for drip drop. And Toxic's got to be careful here. He's in a 1v2. Smokez challenge. Did not pan out very well. He's not back in time to save much. He got faked. Joreuz outplays Smokez. Toxiic launches it forward. Boost steal comes through for Smokez. He drops it down. Toxic's going to play for the other boost steal. This is much better from Toxiic in particular. Earlier on, he's rushing everything. Now he's taking his time. Just playing for the guaranteed outplay. Just under 2 minutes left. Now that's a double commit. Smokez and Toxiic had to get a good touch there. They got somewhat of a good touch. Toxiic takes the ball away. Another boost steal. So many boost steals this game. For Baconator. Smokez intercepts. Toxiic wants Mikeboy. Can't get him. Mikeboy escapes. You want a prize pool value update before the tournament ends? Yeah, we can't do that. It's a 10,000 euro tournament, so let's see what that is in USD right now. It looks like it's around about $1.04. Oh, the prize pool's actually gone down. The Euro's having a bad day. Or rather, yeah, the Euro's having a bad day. The prize pool's now sub $10,400. Scammed. Except not really, because these guys are all getting paid in euros. Oh no, wait. Baconator or not, they're getting paid in pounds. And they might be getting paid a lot in pounds. Because they've scored again. What a 50. Toxiic makes it 3-1. £9, 10,000 euros is 8,365 pounds. The pound is simply too strong. Somebody please nerf the pound so we can get paid more when we're getting paid in dollars and euros over here. Yeah, I need to timestamp the prize pool, true. Toxiic with a routine save. This could be the tournament right here. 30 seconds and not a lot more for drip drop to work with. Smokez is not committing. He's just annoying Joreuz. He's forcing him into the air towards his teammate. Now the follow-up shot is good though, and it bounces in. Well, it wasn't a fast shot, but it was still fast enough. Smokez had no boost. Toxiic just dive bombed nothing. And you know, maybe if the shot was faster, it would have been easier to save, because Toxiic didn't expect to slow when he's preparing himself to lunge into position. Couldn't slow down when the shot came at him at more of a trickling pace. Toxiic takes control though. 15 seconds left. Mikeboy. Next up on the play. Pops into the crossbar. Where's Joreuz? Not in there in time. It's cleared by Toxiic to the back corner. Mikeboy again. Boost steal comes through for him. Oh, Smokez has to just look at it. It was nearly an own goal. He was just watching the ball roll across the net. Mikeboy, reset. Grounded by Baconator. They win the tournament. 4-2 in the final. Nobody gets to take these guys to game 7. They are too strong. Well, you know, it's Smoke's tournament MVP for me, but Toxic came back so well. He started off shaky in that last game there. He looked like he was panicking, but he calmed down and carried the game, and they win the tournament. 5,000 euros between them. Thank you again to Rocket Baguette for running this. This is 2 for the show from Rocket Baguette. Let's turn off the clean feed here because we're no longer in need of that. But yeah, appreciate them for putting up the clean feed, of course, for running the tournament. And congrats to Toxic and Smokes. Eventually, we got the prediction right, kind of. I forgot about their off-season accomplishments when I first made my prediction, but yeah, when I remembered that they were doing so well in ATR, I was like, yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? It's just puts the exclamation mark on that. These guys are very, very strong in twos.